everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is how to build a village. How to build a village. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, to get us started, I did pull a short video. Let's watch this video, and we have a letter. Then we're going to dive right into this topic. How to build a village. Here we go.
On how to make a village that is super strong, that will make your life easier as you're raising kids. At least this has been my experience, both growing up and having my own. So the first thing is I make friends with people who my son is friends with. Like, our kids have to get along. That is the number one thing. If our kids don't get along, there's no point. Number two, they have to live close by. Our closest friends, our two closest sets of friends we're all about 6 blocks apart, like 6 blocks one way, 6 blocks another. So we're in like weird little triangle. We also have some parent friends who are a little bit further away, but nobody more than like 5 miles because we all live in a tiny little island. Next thing is the dads need to get along. If you are in a heterosexual, cisgender marriage, relationship, whatever, having the dads get along is clutch, because then the dads can start doing things like daddy dates. Also important for the moms to get along. I found moms can get along with each other a lot easier than dads can. Number 4, you have to have similar parenting styles. Doesn't have to be the same. Similar enough that, you can trust them with your child. Whatever it is, you have to have a lot of interactions with them to get to know them. So building a relationship from where the children are already friends is like clutch.
I absolutely understand that everybody did not come from amazing parents. Everybody's parents did not have the ability to be supportive. Everybody didn't have close-knit families and siblings that would help them with their kids or even just help them with life. Yes, it does take a village, but everybody was not dealt those cards. And I get that. And you're not a bad person because of that, because you had no control over that. You have no control over who you're born to or born from or who family you're in. But I do believe at some point in your life, you have the control to build your own village. You can build your own village with the friendships and the relationships that you make. The 10-year friendships, 20-year friendships, that becomes family. You control who you want to be your family at a certain point in your life. And those people will hold you down in any situation.
I did put some information on this village. Okay, and here it is. Having a village is important because it signifies a strong community network where individuals can rely on each other for support, guidance, and shared responsibilities, particularly in raising children, which is often described by the phrase, "It takes a village to raise a child." This network can provide emotional support, practical assistance, and a sense of belonging, mitigating stress and enhancing overall well-being for individuals and families within the community. That sounds pretty ideal. It's ideal, but a lot of times, it doesn't quite work out that way. But let's dive into this letter. I wanted your insight on helping a young mother of one build a village. I don't have a really big family. It's been pretty tough the last 8 to 9 years. My family has been through a lot after my grandfather's passing and my grandmother deciding to sell the family home we have all known since birth and growing up. I wasn't the closest to my extended family, but we did get together on the holidays, cookouts, and family events. After the sale, this all ended shortly after I had my daughter, who would be 4 in January. There was no support from the women in my family. my grandmother, aunt, or my older cousin. My mother was around, but most of the time emotionally unavailable. This hurt having to learn mostly everything on my own. I continued raising my daughter and working. It's going on 4 years now, and nothing has changed. I consider myself to be a strong person, but lately I felt the missing presence altogether. I don't have that positive female figure to lean on. It leaves me feeling alone and often overwhelmed. What can I do as a young woman to not dwell on not having that village? Or what could I do to create one? Okay, and she wants to know any tips. Well, when I raised my kids, I didn't have a village, but I did get you some information on it. Okay, all right. Now, the general idea is that children benefit from the guidance, love, and support of multiple adults. Well, I don't know about that because everybody does not have the same idea about raising kids. So, your village, you would make friends with people, but you want to make sure they're on your page. You all have the same mindset about, especially when it comes to raising kids, because you don't want to have this person around your kids and they don't see eye to eye with you about raising the kids. Okay, that's the thing that I have a problem with. And you say that these adults can provide different perspectives, skills, and experiences. Well, skills and experiences would be fine with me. Their perspectives, they can keep those to themselves. I would not want other people influencing my young kids. Now, I know in the letter you talked about that you don't have family support. Well, your village doesn't necessarily have to be your family, because a lot of times your family doesn't agree with the way you may raise your kids. And I suppose you are looking at the aspect of having a village or building your own village because you have kids. You want support, you want friends, and that kind of thing. You can make a friend and start your village small, and if the friend measures up and sticks around, that could work. You don't need a crowd of people in your village. You just need quality people in your village and people who speak the same language that you speak, the same mindset. Okay? Now, and it says here, the village provides parents with a support system which can help to alleviate the stresses of parenthood and provide a sense of community. Well, yeah, it could, because you do see people who seem to have their own little set communities, and they all take care of their children. I think some Muslims do something like that. They have their little villages, and the women take care of all the children or whatever. If that works for you. But for me, that would not work, because I don't want everybody's hands in raising my children. I know how I want to raise them, and that's it. I don't I don't want a lot of outside influences when it comes to raising my kids. But some people don't mind. Or if you're fortunate enough, again, to befriend someone who is just like you, a young mother, just starting out, and you like her, she likes you, you have the same idea about raising your kids together, but that could be a start. Some key points about the importance of a village. I'm sure this is what you're looking for in your village. All right. And again, the way that I would think to build a village is not to go out and join a group. I wouldn't do that. But Just start slow with, a friend that has a child like you. You're both kind of in the same boat, in the same situation, and you can kind of support each other. All right. Social support. A village provides a network of people to lean on during challenging times, offering emotional support, advice, and a listening ear. All right, so that sounds like a friend to me. Because you don't want a whole lot of people in your business, I know. So you don't need a whole network of people. You tell one girlfriend and, you tell her one thing and see if she's trustworthy, if she can hold it, if it can be confidential between you and her. So you got to test her to see if she's worthy to be in your village. You got to take your time with these things. The next thing is child development. A strong community can contribute significantly to a child's upbringing by providing multiple positive role models, different perspectives, and a safe environment to learn and grow. That's ideal. But in today's world, where are you going to find these people? These positive role models. It's not easy to find positive role models. I know some people think, oh, they at the church. Plenty of people at the church. They will be positive. Why? Why? Just because they at the church? No, that's not it. No, you need somebody that knows, that has a reference and has a good background, has a good following before you just jump on the bandwagon with these people. I know there are a lot of people popping up, want to guide your children. They claim that they are positive role models, but many of them are predators. So you have to watch out. You can't just send your kids off or let your kids be off with all sorts of people and you don't know them just because they are in a village. All right. I would not subject my children to a whole slew of people I don't know. One friend, in my personal opinion, would be enough. And only if that friend can prove that they are trustworthy. Okay? Resource sharing. Villages can facilitate sharing of resources like childcare, transportation, information, making life easier for families. Well, I can envision, the village, because I look at Muslim women and I think that they live in that kind of environment in the village where, it seems like the women all kind of take care of the children together and, and all of that kind of thing. And plus, some of these Muslim women that I see, they probably have this one man, one man over all of these women and these kids, and they call that a village. I've seen that. I would not advise any of you to join any of those. Nah, you don't need that. No. Being part of a community fosters a sense of connection and belonging, reducing feelings of isolation. Well, you can have that same thing if you have a good girlfriend. I know the topic of this video is how to build a village. And you need to start out small. And first you need quality people, a quality person. Start with one person. Start with one. If you and that person gets along great, maybe that person may at some point in time bring a girlfriend. Then you take your time with that one and see if and before you know it, you may have a good solid base for a village. Resilience building. A supportive community can help individuals cope with adversity and bounce back from difficult situations. I think that's a little ideal thinking too, because I don't see that. I don't see how the community can help a person with adversity and bounce back from difficult situations. Usually, in these villages, when a person has adversity, either the village jumps on it for support or they reject it and do nothing. If you have a girlfriend and you have you can trust your girlfriend and all of that with your information, because with your girlfriend, you usually are vulnerable. All right. So you tell your girlfriend and she can help you to, she's very supportive and you both get along great. Now she can help you to bounce back from a difficult situation. But the village, I don't see it. It's just too many people and too many personalities, too many perspectives. I don't see it. Mental health benefits. Access to social interactions and support can positively impact mental health, reducing stress and anxiety. So what does that mean? That somebody will take care of your kids so you can go out? That's what I see. And that would be good for your mental health. Well, you can get a babysitter for that. You don't need a village for that. You see, all right, now let's look at this. If you're in a loving family, then that is your village. You're in a loving family and you all support each other no matter what, then that you got your village. That's a village. But if you are a single mother out there and you don't have any friends and you feel a little isolated or whatever, maybe you meet a girlfriend. You can form a bond with that girlfriend, but you need a girlfriend that's in the same situation as you. If you got a child, your girlfriend, she needs a child too. All right? And this way, you can support each other. And to me, that would be a great little village to start off with. You don't really need any other people. But if you two get together, great, somebody else may come and be attracted by that energy that you all are putting out and want to join in and be a part of you. But make sure she has a child too. You see, and all of you will be on the same page. You all will be on the same level, and you can inspire each other and help each other to ascend. Be very selective of who you allow around your children. Period. Man, woman, it doesn't matter. Whether it's your relatives or friends or people who want you to join their village. Be wary of that. Guard yourself and your children. You know how you want them raised. Then you do it. I raised my kids on my own and I didn't have a village. I didn't even have any help. It would have been nice to have, once in a while, a little relief or whatever, but it was okay. We made it through. Okay? So I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you would like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. And remember, these affirmations help to change your reality. So don't skip it. It seems unimportant, but it really can change your life just saying an affirmation every day. All right? It's in the repetition. Repetition. I want to thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.